What's good, y'all? Welcome to Grill Therapy, the new Weber Grill Therapy Kitchen. Who knows what the hell we're calling it? We'll figure it out. Chef Adam Peckle just took over Hog Island Oyster. We're gonna do some Dorito crusted chicken thigh sandwiches on cornbread, jalapeno cheddar, waffle bread things. Who knows?
Yeah, sounds good. I like it.
That's it?
Oh, I
mean, you want to say something about yourself? Or you,
I've
never known you to be that quiet.
Well, yeah, no, thanks for having me out. Yeah, I just, as you mentioned, just became exec chef at Hog Island, their new Larkspur location. Hopefully opening about March 1st. You never know.
Big thanks. I could have really used your tweezers here, chef.
Right here. And that's, dude, that's my favorite thing for tweezers is getting stuff out the pickle jar lately. Like it's a great tool.
Typically we would go dry hand, wet hand, right? But for home use, I'm using a fork. Thanks, chef.
Yeah, of course. You know how to get the tweezers out. I'll be your wet hand.
So what y'all don't understand is if you worked in a kitchen, the jokes that would have followed that probably would make somebody's mom blush.
Not in this day and age, sir.
This is true.
You want to get hemmed up for harassment.
This is true.
Look at that.
These are gonna be good.
Yeah. You had me at Doritos.
Thanks for grabbing those.
Of course. All right, well, we need a little slaw for this sandwich. So we're just gonna take a bunch of great little winter veggies, kind of some traditional ingredients. We got some cabbage and red onion, jalapeno, and then carrot, and then a bunch of cool radishes. A bunch of this stuff coming from River Dog Farms. Kind of my new jam. I go through kind of phases of farms, and man, I've always known about River Dog, but they've got so much great stuff.
They do really produce a great product for the region and for everything we're doing in Sacramento.
Well, and they've got so much different stuff. I mean, the eggs, I brought, the egg for aioli, it's a River Dog egg, and man, I'm kind of addicted to the River Dog eggs. They're a little pricey, but it's worth it.
You get what you pay for with ingredients.
It's absolutely true.
You want a good meal, don't skimp on what's going into it.
Well, another thing I love, so you can find them down at the Sunday market under the freeway, but me being a Bay Area cat these days, I go see them in Berkeley on Thursdays. So,
oh, beautiful.
Oh, it's great. No, I went and saw them the other day here in Sacramento because I happened to be in town, and then just the other Thursday I saw them out there. We're lucky where we're at.
We touched on something off camera, and I want to circle back on that, chef. We're talking about getting into why I call this grill therapy. Because, really, we're just throwing down some backyard barbecue, having fun, but there's underlying meanings as to why I'm doing this. Because, as men, as people in general, we don't talk about mental first aid, mental health, or what we're going through with each other. And this industry, this life, period, is fucking rough.
No, it is. As someone that's been doing this over 25 years and being at the top and the bottom and owning restaurants and closing restaurants and working 80-hour weeks, and the only real therapy is going to the bar and drinking tons of booze, and then the things that come along with drinking tons of booze, and it's a cycle that
Chefs know me since before. July 4th will be 10 years sober. Chef and I go back a little bit beyond that, and so he's got a bit of an insight on why I'm where I am.
Oh, no, and it's great. I've seen, I'm still someone that does like to have a drink. I mean, right this second, I'm about 3 weeks without a drink, and I feel great about it. I'm someone that probably will have another drink, but I know plenty of my friends that have made the choice that you made, and I give you guys so much credit because it's hard. I mean, just to take the breaks that I'm taking, it's challenging, and I've been in spots where the drink gets offered, you really just want to be part of what's going on, and that's
it right there, chef. Because when I came back after getting sober into the industry, we do shift drinks.
course.
Chef walks in with a platter of shots for everybody, and
right.
what do you look like after 8 hours getting your ass kicked?
Well, and you want to say yes, chef.
Right.
Like, you know, you don't want to tell chef no.
Kind of been beat into our heads, and that's how you're part of the team. So you don't drink, you remove that from what you do. Now you step back as a member of the team.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So I got so far I got in here some watermelon radishes, some black radishes, one of my favorites, and then some carrots. Carrots traditional, of course. And then we're gonna get some cabbage up in here, some jalapenos, and maybe a little red onion. What do you think?
I like it, chef. Let's while you're cutting that jalapeno, why don't you slice up some of it for the?
Certainly, you want to probably a dice on that one.
Yeah, we can go dice on that.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. I'll be a tough guy, not glove up, and just gonna remember to wash my hands afterwards, right?
Before you hit the pee-pee?
That
might need to come out from Mom. Mom's one of my big followers. I may need to pull that part out.
Well, it's something that people should know about.
We're gonna leave it in, Mom.
I hope brunoise is fine for you, chef, on that jalapeno. I kind of just did it by nature.
Well, that's beautiful, brunoise, chef. I'll just go ahead and we'll circle back on the French term and have you explain to the people what that means.
Let's see, brunoise, the actual real definition. Well, of course, it's a very small dice, but it's technically 1/8 by 1/8 by 1/8 inches.
There it is.
That's CIA, correct, chef?
That is the good old CIA. And I used to really promote CIA because I loved it. It was a great experience back when I went over 20 years ago, which I just still can't even believe. Back in '95. And I paid a mere, I think, $32,000 for the program. These days it's up over, I don't know, $70,000, $80,000. I don't know how a young person's supposed to straddle on that type of debt and then go work in an industry getting paid maybe $12 an hour. Because I know I wasn't worth a shit when I got out of culinary school. I mean, I knew some stuff.
Here's the thing, kids. Culinary school makes you a culinary student, as does being a dishwasher, moving up as a line cook, and moving through the ranks. I did that before I went to culinary school, and as happy as I am that I went to culinary school and I gained those things and the history and the knowledge, if I'd have just properly applied myself, I would have gotten as far, if not further, than I have today.
There's always this debate, the school versus school of hard knocks, and I could see things for both. I mean, if you have the resources to go to school, fucking do it. Like, there's things that you can learn in school in a different environment that are great.
Please catch a job in the kitchen and work through it, though.
But like you said, you're a student. You're nothing more than that. And people that think that they might be, some sort of a chef coming out of culinary school, well, no, chef, you don't get that from school. Chef's a job title, and until someone's paying you to be a chef, you're not a chef. Once you've been a chef, you come out on the other side with those skills and abilities, and you're a chef. But you got to earn that.
Because I'm always a cook.
Oh, exactly that.
I'm a line cook before anything. I am a cook. I was the kid that made the brownies for school back in the 80s when we could make the brownies for school back
awesome.
in the 80s.
I believe that.
I've always played with food. My dad would dice up red onion and I'd walk around the neighborhood with it in a bag and snack on it.
Oh. Now, so I thought drinking pickle juice was weird. That was my thing back in there.
See, I skipped
that. That's hardcore.
I skipped that. My kids do that, and I'm not as... My affinity for vinegar isn't as strong on that. I do appreciate a vinegar and its place on the palate and utilization, but not drinking pickle juice.
I don't do it anymore. But man, I would hit that pickle juice hard as a kid. Nice. And it was delicious. All right, so we got all our veg cut out. Let's see, I'll do a little cabbage as well.
Little reach around here. Colors of this are amazing.
Oh yeah, no, it's again, it's the colors, of course, and then the texture. Like a slaw for me, it's not that stuff you get at KFC that's just soggy and wet. I want something that's got some bite and some crunch, which is the perfect thing to go against like a crispy deep fried chicken sandwich type thing.
Well, that's what we're doing here. Is we're doing kettle fried chicken sandwiches.
And that's, dude, that's blowing my mind. See, I haven't seen this, and you're going to turn me on to this whole vortex game, and I'm really excited because I'm learning something new today.
Which, I mean, part of when we talked about this, you're like, tell me about the vortex. And I said, well, why don't we just cook with it? So I'm going to go ahead and show them how to light that here shortly. We'll get all that going, too, when we move out to the Weber Orphanage to finish this cook up. I'll see you shortly. Hey, you won't be the first to bleed on that mandolin, but...
Oh, man, you got to pay the price.
What's good, y'all? Weber Orphanage, Northern California, a little bit of rain. Chef brought this up from the Bay Area with him, I think.
Come on, right?
Grill therapy. We're going with a vortex. It's in here. Vortex.
Nothing complicated.
That's it, right? Stainless steel welded ring. Weber protects.
So do you love the Weber briquette or what, man? Like, is it?
The Weber briquette's amazing.
Yeah.
I bought, when they clearanced it out, I bought everything I could afford from Home Depot.
That's awesome.
Gas assist on the custom chocolate SSB.
Oh, nice. You know, I swear to God, any grill, gas grill I use, those never work. You always got the lighter, they never work, and that's...
You go inside and you clean it up, you hit it. Spiders like to get in there and lay their eggs. So you clean them out. They're fucking spiders. Ain't that the truth? So that's gonna light like a chimney would light. It's gonna take about the same amount of time as a regular chimney starter. We're gonna let that come up, go back inside out of the rain into the kitchen and finish up our prep while that thing does its thing. Peace, y'all. Since we're using two cookers and I'm using the Vortex, I've got the GBS grate on the SSP and I set the second chimney on top of it with coals in it. So I'm effectively lighting two chimneys at the same time. The more you know. 2, 1.
All right, we're gonna make a little aioli, or it's a dressing for the slaw. It's basically an aioli. The big hit here is I'm making. I've got some pickled mustard seeds that are gonna go in there. That's gonna be kind of the main flavor base. So it's kind of like a mustard dressing, and we're gonna get a little aioli going. Oh, dude, look at this. So you gotta see this river dog egg. This is what it's about. Like those yolks, you know.
Oh, you're not yoking.
Yeah. Dude, you didn't even plan that.
Whoa, you didn't need the whites?
I don't.
Chef.
Thank you for beginning to separate that for me. We'll just get that yolk in there. And then a little bit of that mustard seed, pickled mustard seed. And that's going to be kind of my vinegar and my, I would normally add mustard to a dressing like this, but I'm just going with the seeds right here. And that'll get us going. It'll just be the base of the aioli, and we're just going to drizzle in some oil, some really nice, I just happen to have really nice grapeseed, like Italian cold pressed grapeseed oil. I figured it'd be a nice, perfect...
Rolling around in the back of the chef mobile.
It was literally, yes, I had to put it away, and instead I just brought it. It was literally rolling around back there. It's funny, you saw the back of my car.
It's a catering van.
Vagabond chef. I can pretty much cater anytime, anywhere. So just slowly drizzling the oil into that yolk. And, the key here is that thin stream. You just don't want to overdo it. You can't go too slow, but you can definitely go too fast.
There's a joke in there.
There probably is. Just keep it nice and easy. And we call that emulsification. How about that? There's science. No, it turns out this little bowl is actually perfect. It's kind of like stirring itself as well.
So much of this is sensory when we're cooking. We're dealing with our nose, our eyes. Things need to be visually appealing before you get
it really is. It's literally all the senses. There's a lot of things when I'm cooking, when you're doing one thing and you got something on the stove, is listening, and you hear things change tone, and it's like, you know what? I better go stir those onions because they're starting to burn. And right here, I don't know.
Bring it up a little.
It's nice.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, and I'm not even going to take this, seeing the bottom of the bowl thick, you know, for certain things I would want to do that. I'm gonna do this one just a little bit looser because it's gonna be a slaw dressing. We'll just get a little more in there though. And then I'm just gonna go back and kind of adjust the seasoning with maybe a little more vinegar. Check out the salt. I've got none in there yet, but I did salt the slaw itself a little bit ago to start softening. We got real crunchy vegetables, and so just I'm hitting with a little bit of salt to start and getting them to release a little bit of water and their flavor. And that's we're gonna bring the two together, and we've got slaw.
The more you know.
The more you know. And I'm gonna just use about half of this to go in the dressing, and then we'll save the other half for greasing up the bun, or I should say the waffle.
I like the way you think, chef.
You know?
We could do the more you know, or we could go bing message. whichever flashback you want in your life to get the point across.
Both are good.
Oh.
And
All right, so we have the vortex up to temp. GBS grate in there. Got a second chimney going to be able to get the master touch P code. Some charcoal baskets. The potatoes are in there for our side. Thighs are over here, chilling in the birth year copper mist.
it's great. You've got all these kettles that are also wonderful storage areas for all your mise en place. Look at that. Potatoes, chicken, lost out. Cooking in the rain.
Grab those taters.
Taters, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. All nice and rubbed up, salted up, boiled up.
I'll give you these two areas over here.
Looking back there? Yes. Okay.
I like it.
Vortex, dude, first time.
Some of these are for the wife and kids later. We'll set these to the side.
Yeah. So that means that's like three for us each.
Yes, chef. And go ahead and get all them taters on there. That's our setup. I'm gonna put this on. This should all be done in about 45 minutes. Why don't you shut that lid for me, chef?
Yeah, let's get it in.
Grill therapy.
Like, and doing the full.
Let's make some waffles. Because why not? Waffles are over in the
Hey-o, waffle batter.
line time. Gonna hit that with a touch of this. Whoa. A healthy dose of that fine oil.
Oh, there you go.
We gotta cure it up.
I mean, probably should.
A little bit more.
Yeah, that's good, dude.
Because we have towels, but why use them? I think we're gonna flip that. What are you thinking, chef?
Yeah. Well, you know, I imagine that the first waffle in any waffle maker is going to be challenging. You know, you gotta break a couple of eggs to make an omelet.
Definitely. So what chef's saying is that if we end up with only one photo-worthy sandwich on a waffle bun, we'll be very happy.
Right?
Let's check this guy out.
That thing is nice and seasoned. You know, I've done worse with really nice waffle makers.
Oh, I tried to season it up before.
Oh, you got to.
Let's take a peek at these Dorito chicken thighs and potato wedges and see how they're coming along. Those are looking real nice.
Well, any waffle maker is.
Let's check this chicken temp. Potatoes. It's looking real good. This chicken's all temping over 165. Little pepper jack. Oh, nice crispy.
Chef, we got a waffle.
Yeah, buddy.
I lost my fork.
Oh, what?
Ah!
There you didn't.
Did
It's in,
not.
it's in your fork pocket, bro.
I ain't fucking waffle.
It's a little warm. That's nice.
Nooks and crannies. Ginger.
Ginger.
Oh, Ginger Lee.
Yeah.
There's a song with gravity in it, but I can't sing.
Yeah, please. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Come on down.
You're the next contestant on
Yeah.
We Go Eat Tonight.
Oh, shit. There it is.
Mama, there it is.
There it is. That's a waffle.
Waffle gang.
All right. Number 2. That's a success.
I'm happy with that.
That's for the second waffle. I thought, you know.
Will you wrap that up for me, Chef?
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Now, what you didn't see was how well that chicken actually came together. So that cheese should be nice and melted.
Oh, it sure is, dude. That cheese is so melted, so perfectly melted. Bring it on in. Oh, dude. Oh, those are in there. I'm really impressed. How you're losing a little bit onto the grill, but not very much. I mean, that thing is nice and crispy, upside, downside.
Oh, it's.
Oh, and the cheesy glaze on there is just.
I mean, anytime you can call it a cheesy glaze, Chef, I'm on board.
I'll get up in there and just
There it is.
Put my mitts on it.
I mean, let's. Okay. You make it look bad, or are we gonna just?
Well, I didn't. That was not the intent. I wanted to help, Chef, and these are the only tools I got.
Chef, I appreciate you.
I hate watching. Oh, those potatoes are perfect.
Love it. Got you down. Let's go in and build these into sandwiches, gents.
All right. Well, we got, dude. Waffle number 2 came out perfect, nice and crispy, a little bit bready. Going to be a perfect little vessel for a crispy chicken sandwich. Vessel. So we got a little bit of our aioli still. We're just gonna hit that top bun or top waffle, and it'll just kind of fill in those gaps a little bit. And that's it's nice and creamy, tangy to kind of help with that nice crispy chicken. Of course, on the bottom we're gonna take some of that slaw, lots of radishes, some of that aioli, of course. Jalapeno carrot for some sweetness, and the hot radishes. Lots of flavor going in. I added some pumpkin seeds
Very nice.
for a little extra level of crunch.
Another thing we're doing is building bites. It's very disappointing when you bite into a sandwich
Yeah.
or a burger and you get that all bread bite, or you don't get the sauce ratio that you should have.
Yes.
We're
Look at
building
this.
flavors.
Let's get it in there.
Everything.
Corner
Everything tastes
to
as good.
corner, as we like to say.
Let's get that chicken on there, Chef.
I'm going chicken. I'm going
need a
chicken.
bite.
That's a perfect little guy right there.
I'm gonna join
Look
in.
at this. Look at that, dude. I'm not gonna lie. This is the business.
I think we nailed that sandwich.
Wow, that's good stuff.
Let's see.
Let's get up in there. Oh man. Wow.
I'm glad you can talk because I'm kind of speechless right now.
That chicken is perfectly done. The waffle nice and crispy.
The slaw
Lots
flavors,
going on. Texture city.
pepper jack. Man, grill therapy, y'all. I'll give you this recipe. Good times. Thanks for coming out, Chef.
Absolutely,
Appreciate
man.
you.
Thanks for feeding me.
Peace, y'all.